Every stock exchange in the world works the same way: buyers post bids, sellers post asks, and a matching engine pairs them together. Uniswap threw out that entire system in 2018 and replaced it with a single mathematical equation: X times Y equals K. That equation now powers over $2 trillion in cumulative trading volume with zero human market makers. Here is how it actually works. Welcome to Quantifea. Hayden Adams, a mechanical engineer who taught himself Solidity after being laid off from Siemens, launched Uniswap V1 in November 2018. V2 added flash swaps and ERC20 to ERC20 pairs in May 2020. V3 introduced concentrated liquidity in 2021. And V4, launched January 30, 2025, added hooks, modular smart contracts that attach custom logic to any pool. Uniswap is an automated market maker and AMM. Instead of an order book, it uses a liquidity pool, a smart contract holding two tokens. This model is the foundation of DeFi. Understanding it is non-negotiable. The invariant rule X times Y equals K. X is the reserve of token A, Y is the reserve of token B, K is a constant. X labels the left side, Y the right, K the product that must stay fixed. These are the three terms of the constant product formula. Concrete example: 100 ETH and 200,000 USDC gives K equals 20 million. The implied ETH price is 200,000 divided by 100, 2,000 USDC per ETH. No order book. No market maker. Just math enforcing the invariant. The invariant X times Y equals K traces a hyperbola in reserve space. The pool state must always sit on this curve. This point at 100 ETH and 200,000 USDC is the current pool state. The slope of the curve here gives the market price, 2,000 USDC per ETH. The curve is asymptotic in both directions. As one reserve approaches zero, the price goes to infinity. A pool can never be fully drained. That is a mathematical guarantee, not a governance rule. Before the trade, 100 ETH, 200,000 USDC, K equals 20 million. You want to buy 1 ETH. You are taking ETH out of the pool, so the new ETH reserve must be 99. To keep K constant, new USDC reserve equals 20 million divided by 99, which is 202,020.20 USDC. You must send in 2020.20 USDC to cover the difference. Effective price, 2020.20 USDC per ETH against a pre-trade price of 2,000. That 1.01% premium is price impact, the cost of moving the pool's price with your trade. The general AMM output formula, delta out equals reserve out times delta in times 1 minus fee, all divided by reserve in plus delta in times 1 minus fee. The fee F is deducted from the amount in before computation. In V2 originally, the fee was 0.3%, 100% going to liquidity providers. In December 2025, Uniswap governance passed the fee switch. V2 pools now split the fee 0.25% to LPs and 0.05% as a protocol fee used to buy and burn Uni tokens. 100 million Uni tokens were burned at activation. V3 introduced tiered fees, 0.01 to 0.05% for stable pairs, up to 1% for exotic volatile pairs where impermanent loss risk is highest. Price impact scales superlinearly with trade size. Trading 0.1% of the pool gives 0.1% impact. Trading 1% gives about 1% impact. Trading 10% of the pool costs over 11% in price impact. Trading 50% costs 100% impact, you pay double the pre-trade price. For large trades, a DEX aggregator like 1inch splits your order across multiple pools to minimize total impact. Always compute price impact before submitting, it is deterministic and calculable from the pool reserves on chain. When ETH trades at 2,100 USDC on Coinbase but Uniswap still shows 2,000, a $100 arbitrage gap opens. An arbitrage bot buys cheap ETH on Uniswap by sending USDC in, then immediately sells that ETH on Coinbase at the higher price, pocketing the spread. This continues until Uniswap and Coinbase prices converge.
Arbitrage is the price correction mechanism that keeps AMMs aligned with global markets.
Crucially, the arbitrageurs' profits come directly at the liquidity provider's expense. This profit transfer is the mathematical origin of impermanent loss, the topic of episode 12. V2 spreads liquidity uniformly from price 0 to infinity. Most of the capital sits at extreme prices that are rarely traded. V3 LPs choose a price range. Concentrated liquidity achieves up to 4,000 times the capital efficiency of V2 for a tight range around the current price. V3 now handles roughly 5 times V2 volume. V4, launched January 2025, adds hooks, modular contracts that attach custom logic to pools before and after swaps. Flash accounting nets all intermediate transfers, cutting gas further. V4 already crossed 190 billion in cumulative volume by September 2025. V3 introduced 4 fee tiers. The 0.01% tier for stablecoin pairs, minimal volatility means minimal impermanent loss risk, so LPs accept razor-thin fees. The 0.3% tier is the V2 heritage standard, still used for most mainstream pairs. The 1% tier targets exotic or newly launched tokens where impermanent loss risk is highest. LPs demand higher compensation. The AMM model eliminates order matching in human market makers. X times Y equals K, the invariant. Price is the slope of the hyperbola at the pool state. Price impact is deterministic and calculable before you submit. The fee split was updated in December 2025. V2 now routes 0.05% to the protocol for uni burns. And critically, arbitrage profits come at the LP's expense. That transfer is impermanent loss, the hidden cost of providing liquidity. That is the topic of episode 12. Next episode, impermanent loss, the hidden cost of being a Uniswap LP that the marketing materials never emphasize enough. I will show you the exact formula and how to calculate your real P&L as a liquidity provider. Subscribe. Quantitative.